morning, tropical weather fans. This is Dr. Ryan Truschel with the Tropical Update for October 11th, your weekly look ahead to the next 10 days of tropical activity in the Atlantic. I'm extremely relieved to report that Hurricane Matthew merged with a frontal boundary to the east of North Carolina and moved into the Canadian Maritimes yesterday as a non-tropical low. Matthew did not miss the trough and loop back south towards Florida as feared, thus avoiding the most unnecessary and unwanted 2016 sequel since Zoolander 2. In the end, Matthew wound up as the 12th most energetic Atlantic hurricane since 1950, as well as chewing up almost half of the season's cyclone energy accumulated so far in 2016. And while a slight deviation in track further west would have meant a much worse outcome, the estimated damage tally of around $5 billion in the U.S. is certainly nothing to take lightly. With Matthew out of the picture, Tropical Storm Nicole is the only game in town today. Nicole is located several hundred miles south of Bermuda with maximum sustained wind of 60 miles an hour. Nicole will begin moving north today and could re-strengthen to a hurricane as it passes near Bermuda in 2 to 3 days. However, it is not a threat to any other landmass and will become extratropical in 4 or 5 days over the North Atlantic. Thankfully, there are no other significant areas of disturbed weather in the tropics today, and tropical cyclone formation is not expected in the next 5 days. However, I hate to have to say this, but we're going to need to carefully watch the Western Caribbean between days 6 through 10 for possible development. It is a very common scenario in middle to late October for tropical lows to develop on the tail end of stalled fronts in this area, especially during La Nina years. Some members of the GFS, Euro, and Canadian ensembles are indicating this possibility at long range over multiple runs, so it is certainly worth keeping an eye on towards the middle of next week. Another front pushing across the southeast U.S. in about 10 days could be a catalyst to move the system generally north. Anyway, as much as I'd like to tell you that the 2016 hurricane season is over, I think we have at least one more potential threat waiting in the ether, so keep an eye out Florida and elsewhere. Now you know what's happening in the tropics, keep watching the skies.